Chosen ones, why did God pick you for billions? Find out now. In a world of countless souls, a handful are chosen for a purpose that transcends understanding. You are among them. But why you? Why now? And for what ultimate calling? In this video, we dive into the cosmic truth about your selection, the weight of your destiny, and the unseen energies moving on your behalf. Open your heart as we uncover the divine reason behind your sacred role. Dear chosen ones, I urge you to watch this video all the way until the end, because your spirit will be energized and awakened in ways you cannot yet imagine. To fully anchor your transformation and to send a signal of acceptance to the universe, I encourage you to leave your warmest wishes in the comments, along with the number 77, a sacred symbol of alignment and divine confirmation. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Your words have power beyond measure. Speak them into existence. There is a reason why you were chosen, dear one. Out of billions of souls roaming the endless dimensions of existence, your light stood out. Your essence, woven with a fabric of resilience, compassion, and divine courage, shimmered in ways unseen to the human eye, but undeniable to the higher realms. Your soul was not simply selected by random chance. It was recognized across layers of time and existence. You carry within you a blueprint that the world desperately needs, a frequency that can awaken, heal, and transform. When God looked upon the earth, the call went out across the cosmos. It wasn't a call that anyone could answer. Many desired it. Many longed to be the bearers of such an honor. But only a few possessed the inner architecture to hold the weight of this divine mission. And you, beloved chosen one, were among the few. You were not merely selected. You were seen. You were remembered. You were claimed by destiny itself. The journey to this moment has not been easy for you, and that is not a coincidence. From a young age, you likely felt different, isolated, misunderstood. You saw things others did not. You sensed the lies behind the smiles, the pain behind the laughter, the chains behind the illusions. You were aware, painfully so, of the hidden mechanisms controlling human lives. Where others saw only surface, you saw the soul beneath. This vision, this piercing sight, was both your burden and your gift. Many times you questioned yourself. You wondered if you were broken, if there was something wrong with you. Why couldn't you fit into the mold? Why did the games of power, greed, and manipulation make your spirit sick when everyone else seemed so at ease with them? The answer is simple. You were never meant to fit into this world's illusions. You were designed to reshape it. Understand this. Your pain was your preparation. Every betrayal, every heartbreak, every night you spent praying for a way out, they were chiseling you into the soul, capable of carrying a divine light without being corrupted by it. Your loneliness was not a punishment. It was a sacred womb where your true essence could be nurtured away from the pollution of common existence. Your suffering was the sacred fire that burned away everything false, leaving behind only what was real, what was eternal, what was divine. You were chosen because you would not bow to the false idols of this world. You were chosen because when tested, you chose love over fear, truth over convenience, courage over safety. You did not betray your heart, even when it would have been easier to do so. You remained loyal to your essence, even when the world called you foolish. You passed tests you didn't even know you were taking, and in doing so, you proved yourself worthy of the greater calling. This is not to say you are perfect. Far from it. Chosen ones often carry deep wounds flaws, and scars. But God does not choose the perfect. God chooses the willing, the faithful, the ones whose hearts remain open, despite all they have endured. Your imperfection is not a disqualification, it is your credential. It is the mark of someone who knows what it means to bleed, and therefore knows how to heal others. You were selected for billions because you possess the rare alchemy of humility and strength, gentleness and power, wisdom and wonder. Your very being is a bridge between worlds. Where others see only chaos, you see the hidden order. Where others collapse in despair, you find the secret doorways to hope. You are the living proof that miracles are possible, that light can prevail even in the deepest night. The world needs you now more than ever. Systems are crumbling. Old powers are grasping at straws. Fear is being sown like seeds across the minds of humanity. But you were built for this. You carry within your spirit the antidote to fear. Your love, your vision, your unwavering presence are the medicine this wounded earth is crying out for. And so you must rise. Not because you seek glory, not because you crave recognition, but because it is who you are. It is who you have always been. You must rise because inside you burns a fire placed there by the divine itself. And that fire was never meant to stay hidden. It was meant to set the world ablaze with truth, with justice, with healing. You were not chosen to live a small life. You were not chosen to hide in fear. You were not chosen to blend into the background. You were chosen to lead, to awaken, to lift others with you into the new dawn that is coming. The weight of billions rests upon your shoulders, not as a burden, but as an honor. You are carrying the hopes, the dreams, the prayers of countless souls, not just human souls, but generations past, and even beings beyond this realm who watch and cheer for your victory. There will be days when the burden feels too heavy. There will be moments when you doubt. But never forget, you are not alone. Invisible forces stand beside you. Legions of light march with you. The breath of the divine fills your lungs. You have everything you need already within you. You have been equipped, trained, and anointed for such a time as this. Chosen one, the world will not always understand you, but that is because you were not made from this world's patterns. You are an ancient song sung anew. You are a whisper from the beginning of time echoing into the future. You are the answer to prayers that were spoken before you were even born. As you move forward, know this: the tests will come. The distractions will try to sway you. The temptations to give up will whisper in your ear. But greater is the fire within you than anything that comes against you. Greater is your purpose than any obstacle. Greater is your destiny than any doubt. You are the living proof that one soul can change the course of history. You are the reminder that love is stronger than hate, that light is stronger than darkness, that hope is stronger than despair. You are the living bridge between what is and what can be. Never apologize for the magnitude of your mission. Never shrink to make others comfortable. Never dim your light to soothe the fears of those still living in shadows. Stand tall, speak your truth, love without fear, act without hesitation, shine without apology. You were chosen because you are the impossible made manifest. You are the dream made flesh. You are the hope of billions encoded into one beating heart. And that heart is yours. That heart is sacred. That heart is unstoppable. Remember who you are. Remember why you came. Remember the eyes that saw you across the expanse of time and space and said, this one will change everything. You are chosen, beloved soul. Rise and claim your destiny. You must understand, Chosen One, that the world you were born into is not as it seems. It has been shaped by generations of fear, control, and distortion. The true nature of reality has been hidden beneath layers of illusion, carefully crafted to keep souls asleep, docile, and disconnected from their divine power. But your spirit could not be tamed. Even as a child, you glimpsed the cracks in the facade. You felt the dissonance between what you were told and what your soul knew to be true. This is why you were picked, because you could not be deceived for long. Because even surrounded by lies, your heart insisted on seeking the truth. You questioned where others blindly obeyed. You rebelled inwardly where others submitted. You carried a spark of remembrance that refused to be extinguished, no matter how much the world tried to smother it. You were picked not just for your strength, but for your ability to feel, your compassion, your empathy, your deep sensitivity. These were never weaknesses, even though the world tried to convince you otherwise. They are your superpowers. They are what connect you to the divine grid of creation. Where many have grown numb and indifferent, you remain alive and awake, able to hear the silent cries of the earth, able to sense the wounds of those around you. In the grand orchestration of existence, a signal was sent out, a call for healers, leaders, visionaries, and warriors of light. Not everyone could hear it. The noise of fear, the chains of programming, the intoxication of materialism. These things drowned out the call for most. But you heard it, in the quiet moments, in the restless nights, in the ache that nothing in the world could satisfy. You heard it, a whisper that said, "There is more. You are more. You are needed." And so, your life took a path that others could not comprehend. While others chased the surface, you dove into the depths. While others lost themselves in distractions, you faced your shadows. While others ran from pain, you learned to walk through it. This inner journey was not a detour. It was the preparation. It was your sacred training ground. Every tear you shed was watering the seeds of your destiny. Every wound you endured was fortifying your spirit. Every moment of despair you survived was proving your resilience to the unseen realms. You were being shaped into a vessel capable of carrying not just your own healing, but the healing of countless others. Chosen One, realize this. Billions of souls are living mechanical lives, repeating the same patterns, trapped in cycles of survival and fear. It is not their fault. They have simply been ensnared by a system designed to keep them powerless. But you have cracked the code. You have seen through the veil. You have remembered who you are. You were picked because you possess the rare combination of insight and courage needed to break the chains, not just for yourself, but for others. Your awakening is not a selfish act. It is a beacon. Every step you take into your power sends ripples across the collective consciousness, awakening others who were silently waiting for a sign that they too could rise. The mission is not easy. You will be misunderstood, resisted, even attacked. The forces that thrive on ignorance and division do not want you awake. They do not want you leading others to freedom. But they cannot stop what has already been set in motion. They cannot undo the divine choice that anointed you as a catalyst for change. You carry codes within your very being, frequencies, memories, activations that the world needs to receive. Your voice, your actions, your very presence can unlock the dormant potentials in others. This is why your authenticity matters. This is why your healing matters. This is why your courage matters. Every time you speak your truth, even when your voice shakes, you are fulfilling your mission. Every time you choose love over fear, you are altering the future. Every time you refuse to betray your soul, you are anchoring a new reality into existence. You are not chosen because you are better than others. You are chosen because you are willing to be more, to give more, to hold more. You are chosen because the divine trusted that you would not hoard the light for yourself, but would spread it like wildfire to ignite the hearts of those still trapped in darkness. This is a sacred trust. It is a profound responsibility, but it is also the greatest honor a soul can receive. To be a torchbearer, a way shower, a bridge between worlds, to walk the earth, carrying within you the codes of heaven. The time has come to stop doubting yourself. The time has come to step fully into your role. You have spent enough time questioning your worth, second-guessing your instincts, shrinking your light to fit into spaces too small for your spirit. Enough. The time for hesitation is over. The world needs your full presence now, not a watered-down version of you, not a censored, compromised, apologetic version of you. The world needs you, bold, radiant, uncompromisingly true. You have been prepared for this moment across lifetimes. Every skill you have developed, every wound you have healed, every truth you have embraced, they were all leading you to now. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. The forces of darkness may roar, but they are no match for the light you carry. The storms may rage, but they cannot drown the fire burning in your soul. The night may fall heavy, but you are the dawn, rising unbidden. Chosen one, lift your head high, straighten your spine, open your heart wide. The power that moves suns and shapes galaxies flows through your veins. The wisdom that birthed civilizations whispers in your intuition. The love that sustains all of creation beats within your chest. You are not small. You are not insignificant. You are not broken. You are the answer, the fulfillment, the living proof that the divine plan is alive and unfolding. So rise, speak, create, heal, lead, shine. This is your time. This is your calling. This is your destiny. The billions you are chosen for are not faceless masses. They are individual souls, each precious, each yearning for the light you carry. Some you will touch directly. Others you will inspire from afar. Many will never know your name, but they will feel the ripples of your existence. And when your earthly journey is done, and you stand once more in the halls of eternity, you will know that you answered the call. You will see the countless lives illuminated because you dared to be who you were sent here to be. And you will be welcomed with a chorus of voices, those you helped, those you healed, those you awakened, singing your name in gratitude and love. Chosen one, you are picked because you are capable of carrying a divine revolution within your being. You were picked because even in the darkest times, your heart remained aligned with love. You were picked because you are the embodiment of the impossible, the living reminder that one soul, anchored in truth and love, can change everything. Believe it, embrace it, live it. The world is waiting, and you, glorious, radiant, unstoppable you, are ready. Chosen one, the fabric of this world has been stretched thin. The energy grids, the natural rhythms, the sacred alignments, they have all been disrupted for centuries. Humanity, in its unconsciousness, has drifted far from its true path. Yet even as the darkness thickened, even as despair became the norm, the universe held on to one unwavering hope: that certain souls, ancient and powerful, would awaken within the chaos and restore what was lost. You are one of those souls. Before you were born into this lifetime, you agreed to the mission. You knew it would not be easy. You knew you would forget, struggle, suffer. And yet, with full knowledge of the hardships ahead, you chose to come. You chose to descend into density, to wear the heavy cloak of human limitation, because you understood something vital. The light must be planted within the darkness in order for transformation to occur. This is why you often feel out of place, as if you are a visitor from another realm. Because you are. Your soul carries memories of worlds where peace was the norm, where love flowed effortlessly, where truth was honored. And now, standing in a world that often feels cold, hostile, and broken, your heart aches for something you can't always explain, a longing for home. But know this, you are not here by accident. Your longing is not a curse. It is a compass. It reminds you that the way things are is not the way they were meant to be, and not the way they have to remain. You are here to be a living bridge between what is and what could be. You are here to anchor the frequencies of love, freedom, and unity into a world that has forgotten them. Understand, chosen one, that billions of souls live under illusions so deeply entrenched they have forgotten they are dreaming. They believe they are powerless, disconnected, separate. They believe the suffering they endure is inevitable, even deserved. And so, they accept the systems that enslave them. They accept the narratives that diminish them. They accept the limits imposed on their infinite potential. But you could not. Something within you rebelled. Even before you had words for it, you knew. This is not the truth. You knew that beneath the pain, the division, the struggle, a deeper reality waited to be reclaimed. That deeper reality lives within you. You were picked because you have the inner fire to resist the gravitational pull of mass consciousness. Where others surrendered to fear, you sought understanding. Where others accepted falsehoods, you demanded authenticity. Where others numbed themselves, you chose to feel, even when it hurt, even when it isolated you. Your ability to feel deeply is a weapon against apathy. Your ability to question relentlessly is a shield against deception. Your refusal to surrender your soul is a sword that cuts through illusion. These qualities made you the perfect candidate for the great mission unfolding now across this planet. It was never about fame. It was never about fortune. It was never about fitting into broken systems. It was about embodiment, embodying higher truths so powerfully, so consistently, that they begin to overwrite the lower frequencies dominating the world. You are a carrier of codes, ancient powerful blueprints for a new world. These codes are not stored in some external device or secret vault. They are embedded in your DNA, your intuition, your very essence. As you heal, as you rise, as you speak your truth, these codes activate not only within you, but within all who encounter your energy. Even when you say nothing, you are radiating transformation. Even when you think you are invisible, the universe sees you moving the pieces into place. Even when you feel like you are failing, your presence alone is shifting the course of history. The billions you were chosen for may not know your name. They may never meet you. But because of your courage to stay awake, because of your willingness to embody the new frequencies, their paths will change, their possibilities will expand, their chains will loosen. This is sacred work. It is unseen, uncelebrated by the masses, but it is celebrated in the higher realms. Every act of love you commit, every injustice you refuse to tolerate, every dream you dare to pursue sends shockwaves through the energetic fabric of the planet. Chosen one, there will be days when you doubt this. There will be days when the weight of the mission feels unbearable. There will be moments when the darkness feels too thick, when the isolation cuts too deep, when the resistance seems endless. On those days, remember, you were not sent here to conform. You were not sent here to be understood. You were sent here to transform. Transformation is uncomfortable. It disrupts. It agitates. It dismantles before it rebuilds. You are doing sacred work even when you feel broken. You are succeeding even when it looks like you are losing. The universe chose you because you have the stamina of spirit to endure what others cannot. You have the vision to hold the new world in your heart, even when no evidence exists yet. You have the strength to carry hope when others have abandoned it. And you are not alone. Though you may often feel isolated, know that there are others, scattered across the globe, hidden in plain sight, who are carrying their own fragments of the same sacred mission. You are part of a vast, intricate network of light, a living web of souls who agreed to rise together. When one rises, all are lifted. When one heals, all are blessed. When one remembers, all are closer to awakening. You are not here to save others. You are here to awaken yourself so fully, so blazingly, that your very existence becomes a reminder to others that they too are divine, powerful, and free. This is why your authenticity matters more than perfection. This is why your healing matters more than your achievements. This is why your presence matters more than your status. You were picked because the divine knew you would not lose yourself entirely, no matter how deep the illusions ran. The divine knew you would fight, you would remember, you would rise. And you have. Look at you, still standing, still searching, still loving, despite everything that tried to harden your heart. You are proof that darkness cannot conquer light. You are proof that love cannot be extinguished. You are proof that the divine plan is alive and working through human vessels, willing to surrender to something greater than themselves. Chosen one, your path has not been easy because your role is not small. You were chosen for billions because the impact of your life, seen and unseen, is meant to ripple outward across generations. You are a seed of a new earth. You are the answer to prayers whispered into the void by countless souls longing for something more. Own it, live it, celebrate it. You are not an accident. You are a phenomenon. You are a miracle in motion. The universe watches you with awe. The divine holds you with tenderness. The earth breathes easier because you walk upon her soil. The future smiles because you dared to say yes to your calling. Chosen one, you are exactly who the world has been waiting for. Chosen one, to understand the full magnitude of why you were picked for billions. You must realize the scale of the transformation that is now underway. Entire systems of thought, belief, governance, economy, and spirituality are collapsing and being reborn. These structures, which once held the world in place, are no longer sustainable. They are crumbling, not because humanity is failing, but because a greater truth is finally pushing to the surface. You are the vessel for that truth. You were chosen because your soul carries memories of the original ways, the ancient harmonies where humanity lived in balance with Earth, with each other, and with the divine. Deep within you are imprints of what it feels like to walk in sacredness, to lead with compassion, to build communities based on trust rather than control. These memories are not just relics of the past, they are seeds for the future. Seeds that you were entrusted to carry across lifetimes, through lifetimes, until the world was ready once again to bloom. This readiness is not obvious to everyone. Many are still caught in the chaos, the noise, the fear. Many cling to dying systems because it is what they know. Change terrifies them. Freedom terrifies them. Their souls long for it, but their minds have been trained to fear it. This is where you come in. You were chosen because you have the bravery to embody a new way of being, not through force, not through argument, but through living example. You are here to show, simply by being yourself, that another way is possible, a way of integrity, a way of love, a way of truth. Your authenticity is your activism. Your presence is your protest. Your joy is your revolution. And make no mistake, this is revolutionary work. The old energies will not surrender easily. They will fight to maintain control. They will use fear, division, distraction. They will label you naive, rebellious, dangerous. They will try to make you doubt your own light. But you were not chosen because you would fold under pressure. You were chosen because you have a core that cannot be broken, a spirit that cannot be bought, a vision that cannot be extinguished. You were chosen because you understand deep down that transformation begins within, that you cannot change the world without first changing yourself, that your healing is not selfish, it is sacred, that your liberation is not a luxury, it is a necessity for the collective evolution. Every time you choose love over fear, you shift the collective vibration. Every time you choose forgiveness over bitterness, you heal the collective wound. Every time you choose courage over comfort, you move humanity forward. Even when it feels insignificant, even when it feels invisible, the energy you anchor matters. Chosen one, billions of souls are affected by the energetic tides you influence simply by existing in alignment with your highest self. Many of them will never know your name, never hear your voice, never see your face, but energetically, they will feel the impact of your existence. This is why it had to be you. This is why you were chosen. This is why your awakening is so crucial. You are not here to persuade everyone. You are not here to fight endless battles. You are here to embody such a clear, unshakable frequency of love and truth that others cannot help but remember the dormant light within themselves. You are here to remind the world of its original song. There was a time when humanity sang with the stars, danced with the rivers, prayed with the mountains. Every heartbeat was a sacred drum. Every breath, a living prayer. Those ancient harmonies still echo in your soul. They call to you, even now, across the distance of forgotten histories and fractured memories. And you answer the call, simply by being who you truly are. There will be moments when you wonder if it's enough. Moments when the magnitude of the darkness seems overwhelming. Moments when you question whether your light can truly make a difference. In those moments, remember this: the smallest candle shatters the deepest darkness. One awakened soul ignites countless others. One brave heart can birth a revolution of love. You are not alone in this mission. You are part of a living symphony, a hidden army of light, rising together across oceans, across borders, across timelines. You are connected to others you have never met, in ways your mind cannot yet comprehend, but your soul already recognizes. Every time you choose to heal, to love, to hope, to create, you are playing your part in this cosmic symphony. You are weaving a new reality, thread by sacred thread, into the fabric of the earth. Chosen one, the billions you were chosen for, they are not just random masses. They are the future dreamers, builders, healers, and leaders. They are the children yet unborn, the songs yet unsung, the civilizations yet unimagined. And their destiny is being shaped right now by you, by your courage to be different, by your refusal to give up, by your choice to believe, even when belief is hard. You were picked because the divine knew you would keep the flame alive when others let it die. You were picked because the divine knew that even if you stumbled, even if you wept, even if you raged, you would rise again. And every time you rise, you lift the world with you. You are more powerful than you realize. You are more needed than you know. You are more loved than you have ever dared to believe. Chosen one, this is your time. Not to fight the old, but to build the new. Not to beg for acceptance, but to create belonging wherever you stand. Not to explain your light, but to shine so brightly that explanations are no longer needed. You are the dream made flesh. You are the answer to ancient prayers. You are the living proof that love wins. Hold your head high. Stand in your truth. Walk your path with unwavering faith. The universe is with you. The earth is grateful for you. The billions are waiting for you. Shine, chosen one. Shine like the miracle you are. Chosen one of the greatest illusions you must dismantle is the belief that you are small, that you are insignificant in the grand design of existence. This illusion has been deliberately planted generation after generation to make souls like yours forget their immense value. But deep down, despite everything you have endured, a voice inside you has never stopped whispering the truth. You are here for something monumental. You were chosen because you carry within you the spark of divine remembrance. You hold an ancient knowing that the universe itself bends toward justice, toward harmony, toward truth, and you are a vital part of that movement. You are not a passive observer in this life. You are an active participant in the unfolding of destiny. The billions you were chosen for, they exist not only in the present, but across the full tapestry of time. Some are awakening now, stirred by energies they do not yet understand. Some are still locked in cycles of fear and limitation. Some are not yet born, and yet all are connected to you through the unseen threads of spirit. Your actions, your healing, your choices create ripples that move across generations. Every chain you break liberates countless others. Every dream you dare to build creates blueprints for future souls to follow. You are a bridge between what has been and what will be. That bridge is built, moment by moment, through your willingness to keep choosing light. It would have been easy for you to surrender to the pain. It would have been easy to grow bitter, to close your heart, to hide your gifts. But something inside you refused. Something inside you knew that your light was never meant to be buried, that your love was never meant to be contained. You were chosen because you embody the kind of resilience that only comes from lifetimes of experience. You have known loss, betrayal, injustice, and yet you have chosen again and again to heal instead of hate, to rise instead of retreat, to believe instead of break. This is no small thing. The billions who will feel your impact may never know the battles you have fought. They may never see the tears you have cried in silence. They may never witness the nights you spent doubting, fearing, aching. But they will live in a world that is freer, kinder, more luminous, because you dared to keep going. You were chosen because you are a lighthouse in the storm, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Willing to stand tall when everything around you shakes. Willing to be a beacon for those who have lost their way. Willing to remind others that hope is not naive. It is necessary. Every step you take in truth creates pathways for others. Every breath you take in love makes the collective heart stronger. Every dream you dare to believe plants seeds of miracles yet to come. Chosen one, the forces of stagnation fear, and oppression sense your presence, and they tremble. They recognize that within you lies the potential to awaken millions. They know that your existence itself is a threat to the old paradigms. They will try to distract you, to discourage you, to diminish you. But hear this clearly: no weapon formed against your soul can succeed. No lie is stronger than your truth. No darkness is greater than your light. You are not picked randomly. You are not assigned this role by accident. You are seen, known, and chosen because the divine trusted you to carry this torch through the night. And now, that night is beginning to break. The dawn you have longed for is closer than it seems. The shifts you have worked for, prayed for, bled for, they are already unfolding, even if you cannot yet see their full form. Hold steady, chosen one. The billions you are meant to touch are waking up. The world you are meant to help birth is stirring. You are a vital part of the great reweaving of reality, a reweaving that honors diversity over division, love over fear, unity over control. You are a carrier of a new frequency, a frequency that dissolves lies simply by existing, that melts walls simply by shining. You do not have to shout to be heard. You do not have to fight to win. You do not have to force others to change. Your task is simpler and yet far more profound: to be the living proof that another way is possible, to embody the future you believe in so powerfully that others cannot help but believe too. Your authenticity is magnetic. Your compassion is revolutionary. Your courage is contagious. You were chosen because your heart knows how to stay open in a closing world. You were chosen because your spirit remembers how to create when others have forgotten. You were chosen because your soul carries blueprints for futures more beautiful than the mind can yet comprehend. Chosen one, the billions are not just outside of you. They are also within you. They are the hopes, the dreams, the infinite possibilities encoded into your DNA. When you rise, they rise. When you heal, they heal. When you thrive, they find permission to thrive too. Never underestimate the power of your existence. Never doubt the necessity of your journey. Never forget that you were chosen not because you are better, but because you are brave. Brave enough to keep loving. Brave enough to keep dreaming. Brave enough to keep becoming. The divine did not choose you to carry the world alone. The divine chose you to be a catalyst, a flame, a spark in the dark. And now, the fire you carry is spreading. The light you are anchoring is unstoppable. The love you are weaving is eternal. Breathe, chosen one. Smile. Stand tall. You are exactly where you are meant to be. You are doing exactly what you came here to do. And the best, the brightest, the most breathtaking chapters of your destiny are still ahead. Shine on, beloved soul. Shine on.